Hello, my name is Tony Femmeler, and I am the theater artist who has prepared this lesson on character expression. I'm excited to share this with you and want to make sure you had a few tips and ideas about how to set up your class to make sure you have the easiest time and the students have the most enjoyable time doing the work in the lesson. We'll be doing a variety of things in the lesson. There'll be some discussions, there'll be a couple of games, a time where we use pencils and paper to kind of explore some of the ideas about character expression and then embodying those ideas. Along the way, a few suggestions to have in your classroom is one, to please have a whiteboard or chart paper ready to record some ideas that your students come up with. This will happen a few different times. We'll be sourcing from the students a definition of the word compassion. We will be also making a list of emotions that they notice in the Copy My Face game. An optional to record will be when they notice different lines in the face. Now, I sometimes just, when they give ideas, instead of writing them down, I might just echo with my gesture, or if I know the name of an eyebrow, or, oh yeah, this wrinkle, and just help them know that they've been heard, and also double check that I understood them correctly. And then towards the end of the lesson, we'll be sourcing from the students their ideas about 3 different opposites to the emotion of joy. And I really encourage you to keep those kind of open and let them explore that idea, so they have multiple ones to choose from as they make their choices in their artwork. We'll also need some supplies. The supplies are fairly basic. Each student will need a stack of 6 Post-it notes, a pencil, and a blank sheet of copy paper. I would recommend, if possible, to keep those in a designated place so they don't have them distracting them as they do the first part of the lesson, but I trust you to know your classroom and you'll do a great job. And also, finally, the students will be doing a bit of movement, just standing up near to their desk and possibly reaching out their arms and walking in place. So any norms you may have about getting them ready or exploring personal bubbles may be helpful to include. In the slide deck you'll receive, you'll see that some slides are skipped. These slides are additional resources for students who may need more visual cues than just hearing my audio cues in the video, and you are free to use them if you like, and you're free to ignore them if they are not helpful. A few other tips. While students are making faces on paper with their choices of lines, I would suggest really making room for them to explore, maybe fail, maybe find some frustration before they find the thing they want, rather than striving for a set idea of what a face should look like with that emotion. This will allow them to kind of build their confidence in their art form and their research, as well as honor potential cultural variations in emotional expression. As much as possible, I would encourage you to avoid the use of the word drawing when they're using their pencil and their pieces of paper, only because some students, that signals something that tells their brain that they think they can't do it. So you can try the word make. We're going to make some lines with our pencil. We're going to make a face. Again, just an idea for some of those students who may have some sensitivity there. Last, towards the end of the lesson, I referenced the idea of an invisible mask. And I use this idea to help students really make a choice and kind of a small structure about when they enter kind of fictive play and when they depart from it. So when we use our own bodies as our instruments in theater, it can be helpful to really know how to take it on and how to let it go. So I'll refer to the idea of an invisible mask, and this will be the drawing that they made. They can see, they can imagine putting it on, seeing through the eyes of the character, and when they're done, they can imagine taking it off and putting it aside. And that will give them hopefully a little bit of structure to know when they're both playing their character and when they can just be themselves. I'm so excited for you and this lesson. I hope you and your students have a wonderful time.